The U.S. men's Olympic roster has been announced, and this guy right here, Gianluca Busio, is headed to Paris. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Has it sunk in yet that you're headed to the Olympics? How are you feeling about all of this news?
Thank you for having me, but no, it hasn't sunk in yet. I think once we get there, it'll kind of sink in during that first game or first training sessions when we have the Olympic things. But you know, I'm happy and excited to work.
Gianluca, I'm curious how you feel about your growth as a player, because you've been in Serie A, Serie B, now you're going back to Serie A. But what has that done for you now that you're playing with this Olympic team and you're looked at as more of a leader within this group?
Yeah, I think obviously I think I've grown a lot as a player. I think from when I was first signing with Kansas City to where I'm at now has been a huge development, and you know, I'm happy that I've gotten this far still. But yeah, I think I can bring a lot of leadership and you know, some veteran things I've learned to the Olympics, and I think we have a lot of guys who can help me with that also, you know, who have you know, some of the overage guys, but you know, I'm there to help, and I'm kind of a good mix between the not overage and the before the young ones.
You're a veteran. You're gonna be barking out instructions in Italian or what?
I'll try.
Okay.
Andiamo, get him up with the andiamo. Gianluca, one of the things that I love about your game is your versatility. You can play anywhere, the 6, the 8, the 10. But for you, when you look at this Olympics, where would you love to play to really shine? Where do you think is the best position that you love to ball out in?
Yeah, I think obviously I enjoy playing anywhere in the midfield, but for me, I think the 8 is the perfect position for me, kind of like an attacking 8. But I think it kind of worked with me and Tanner this year. So you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like kind of that.
You said it exactly right, because you're going to be lining up with your brother Tanner next to you. And
I hope so.
I feel like the magic trio when you see this roster is Djordje Mihailovic is the overage player. He's going to be playing in that more advanced 10 role, and you and Tanner, just like you've done for the past 2 seasons now at Venezia, are going to be running the midfield. But what are you looking forward to most in this group stage? I mean, you play France, the host nation, Thierry Henry on the sidelines. What are you expecting out of these matches?
I'm expecting, you know, some good games. I think we've played France already, and they've shown their quality. But I think we've shown to ourselves that we can compete with the best. And I think we prove that to each other. We prove that to ourselves. And you know, we're going to the Olympics to win. You know, we want to do our best. We want to compete. And you know, obviously France has probably favorites to win, and they're, you know, the home country, the home nation. So you know, we want to go out there and kind of play the villain role, and we know we can do it, and we have the talent. And you know, I'm excited for this group. I think we're a real special team, and I think we can show that kind of to our country and to everybody, really.
Now, this is a U.S. Olympic program that hasn't made it to the Olympics since this man right here was on the field. Let's get the dirt off his shoulder a little bit.
Put some respect on my name.
Respect. But Gianluca, I want to take you back to that moment when you guys qualified. Can you put into words what was that moment like for you and the group, and how much motivating factor is it for you guys as you get to Paris to really take the program to new heights yet again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think I wasn't a part of the group that really qualified for the Olympics, but you know, I think the U20s did a good job, and you know, obviously they got the end goal, and you know, there's guys who were on that team that we know we have to thank that are here now, who kind of, you know, did the first step for us. And you know, ever since the first camp, you know, we all came in knowing that, you know, we're already in the Olympics, we're working towards that, and you know, the mindset was kind of already preparing for this moment that we're at now. But you know, big thanks to all the guys at the U20 level and the coaching staff, and you know, I think there's a couple guys who are on the team now who, you know, got us there, and you know, now we kind of have to repay them and you know, show that they did it for the right reason.
Listen, since we're talking about the 2008 team, and that's the last time that the U.S. was there at the Olympics, because it has been a while, do you feel like maybe there's a little bit more pressure on you, or maybe more eyes on you guys to have to perform very, very well, because it has been a while since the U.S. has been in the Olympics?
Yeah, I think there's always pressure. And I think as a player, I've learned that no matter what, there's always going to be pressure. And obviously, you know, it's the Olympics. It's one of the biggest events in the world, and we want to be looked at as a serious, you know, soccer country. We want to improve. We have talent, and we want to show that. So I think the first step is dealing with the pressure, and I think we have team and guys who have been kind of built for it. And, me and Tanner playing in Europe and a lot of other guys going through a lot of stuff kind of, I think, have prepared for this moment. And, if we want to be a big country and, a big soccer country, we're going to have to deal with pressure. And I think this is one step of showing that.
Gianluca, you just mentioned your teammate Tanner. There are a lot of the media outlets in Europe are saying that Tanner is possibly going to join Inter Milan. This is a big moment, obviously, for him. It's a massive club, could be loaned back to Venezia, so maybe you don't actually miss him for the season. But what does that mean for you, seeing Tanner get that opportunity to join potentially Inter Milan? And I know every time you represent the U.S., you're also in the spotlight. What does that do for you and your ambition to potentially make a move to a bigger club in the future?
Yeah, I think, it's shown how Tanner has done, really well this year. And, he deserves whatever, comes his way. He's done really well. And, I'm happy for him. He's my teammate, one of my good friends. And, I want to, hopefully we wish we could play together for a longer time. And, if that's the case, we don't know yet. And, it just shows that, clubs are watching, when you do well and especially your team does well. I think that was kind of the main factor and, kind of the main thing I take from is that, our team got promoted this year and, there's big clubs coming for a lot of players on the team, not just because the individual did well, but because the team did well. And I think we can take that into the Olympics, knowing that obviously everybody has individual goals and everybody wants to do well for themselves, but you can't really, there won't be any individual words without the team first. And I think we can bring that to the Olympics, especially knowing that, big clubs are watching and everybody's going to be paying attention, but
big
team first.
Big facts. I'll tell you this right now. We started off the Olympic group stage well with a 1-0 win against Japan. Mm-hmm. We drew 1-1 with Netherlands. They scored a 90th minute free kick under the wall that crushed us. But this is what did us in. An early red card from us against Nigeria. Mm-hmm. We lost 2-1, and they went on to get the silver medal. So
who got the red card?
Mm-hmm. I'm not calling out no names. I'm no snitch. Not me. That's all I say.
Nah, Gianluca, quick one for me. You're a North Carolina boy, North Kakalaki, as we say down there. Definitely remember that with my Wake Forest roots. You're in Italy by way of Sporting KC, and now you're taking your talents to Paris, the Grand Paris at the Olympics. What does a good Olympic performance and a good Olympic showing look like for Gianluca Busio? Is it getting goals? Is it getting assists?
No, he just said the team. The team got to get a medal. You got to get a medal.
Man, he's got personal goals.
Yeah, I think, like I said before, is personal goals come after the team goals. But obviously, I think I'm an attacking 8. I want to score goals. I want to get assists. So that's that's any game I'm playing in. I want to score goals. So whatever personal goals come with scoring goals, we'll take those.
Charlie, one piece of advice that you got for him headed to the Olympics. What do you got? Piece of advice.
Enjoy every moment. I know you're not going to go to the opening ceremony, which is a real kick in the teeth because that's the moment you get to see everyone and you realize what a spectacle the Olympics is. However, you're there. It's a real bond that you have for the rest of your life. It's something that you're going to talk to your grandkids about. It's the Olympics. Mm-hmm. It's the best of the best athletes in the world. So take some time to document everything, make sure you document everything, and reflect on what a big moment this is to represent your country in the Olympics. So congrats again. I'm really happy for you, and I hope you slay the Giants in that first game.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gianluca. We're going to be rooting you on from over here in the U.S. and in Connecticut when you're over there in Paris. Well, thank you so much.